My name is Shanna Strauss. I'm a Tanzanian-American visual artist. This is the biggest project that I've done in scale. I've never created a work this big before. I was really fortunate because I had Jessica Sabogal and Lizzie Blancas who did their mural right next to mine, and they really assisted me in helping me to conceptualize the design, but then also when it came to the mural painting, telling me how I could do it efficiently and effectively. As a Black woman, I felt it was important to show my solidarity with the women here who are resisting colonial violence on this territory. And so I thought one of the ways that I could do that is to also bring my own heritage and background and ancestry of women warriors as well. So one of the things that I've been using a lot in my work is fabric that Tanzanian women wear. The fabric is called a kitenge or a kanga. And so what I did was I took an image of a pattern, a flower pattern from a kitenge, and I blew it up, and then that was like the background pattern to show the connection and solidarity. I also did a call out for one of the days that I was working to ask Black women in the community that I'm in to help me paint the mural. The biggest challenge for me was trying to combine the way that I work, which is the photo transfer on wood, with mural painting. My idea was to do a piece that centers Mohawk women activists and do something intergenerational. The women that I came up with eventually was Mary 2X Early and Ellen Gabriel. Mary 2X Early was a Mohawk activist who fought for Indigenous women's rights during the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. Her work was instrumental in amending laws under the Indian Act that discriminated against Indigenous women. She passed away in 1996. Ellen Gabriel is an activist, land defender, teacher, and artist, and is well known for her activism during the so-called Oka crisis of 1990. The so-called crisis is in fact a powerful and coordinated act of resistance by the Mohawk community of Ganasitage, who were fighting to protect their land against the expansion of a 9-hole golf course. The way that I met Ellen Gabriel was actually by chance. It was a very beautiful, almost serendipitous meeting, because I was with a friend of mine, her name is Pascal, and we went to an exhibition in Ganawage called Walking with Our Sisters, and it was a very powerful exhibition about missing and murdered Indigenous women, and she happened to be there that day. She showed up. I told her about the project, and she said she'd be interested in hearing more about it, so then we ended up doing an exchange of communication over Facebook and then email. And then she also gave me a contact for somebody that I could talk to about getting in touch with Mary 2X Early's daughter, Rosemary Early, and she sounded very willing to give me an image of her mother, and so I received both of the images. I got help in terms of the photo transfer, the process where you're rubbing away the paper. It's a very time-consuming process, so I had my friend come and help me with that. And then when it came to mounting the wood panels on the wall, I thought that would take hours and hours, but I had Sunny come out and help me with that. It felt very significant for me as a way that we could show solidarity for Indigenous women activists who are doing really important work on this territory. And they are two among many other Indigenous women who continue to resist and fight against settler colonialism and violence on this land.